everybody, and welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview. Jerry, we got an early Christmas present.
Boy, did we. As a matter of fact, I'm in red today. I get to kill two birds with one stone, right? Christmas coming up, and Thompson, okay? What a win. We're going to talk about that.
We are. We're going to kind of recap that game, talk a little bit about Trent Seaborn, plus Miss Vickers posted a game matchup that I think one may like to know, and we're going to talk basketball. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster.
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
Brooklear Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Brooklear family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
Hey Warrior Nation, it's Kim Scherer with Keller Williams Metro South and Kim Scherer & Company, and I'm here with my amazing team of real estate agents who are ready to serve you in the Alabaster area. I've been a part of the Warrior Nation since the 1970s, graduated in 93. My husband graduated in 91. I'm taking it back old school with the Letterman's jacket, but we're excited to serve you in this community with any real estate needs you have, and we just want to say, go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, our senior class, they have 4 state championship rings.
Yeah, it's just almost unbelievable, isn't it?
It really is.
And we broke some records. So
several.
I'm going to take just a minute here because this team deserves some recognition, and we always have a tendency to fly through some stuff. So I'm going to give you, we broke records for Super 7, okay? Here's some of the records. The Warriors set a record for the most 7A championships with 4, just like Donette mentioned. Thompson tied a record for the fewest first downs allowed. We only allowed 12 first downs in that game. Corbin Williams for the Warriors set a record by scoring 5 touchdowns, and also for the most touchdown receptions in a game. Excuse me. John McGuire set a 7A record, our kicker, by kicking 6 PATs for Thompson, okay? And also, A.J. Green from Thompson, of course, tied a record by scoring 2 rushing touchdowns, and something we're about to show you right here, AJ set a record for the longest touchdown run of 80 yards. As a matter of fact, why don't we look at that right now?
He's got a hole up the middle. He's loose. He's across the 30, the 40. It's a foot race down the right side. AJ giving it all he's got. He's to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Thompson. First play of the second half.
All right, and one more record. Trent Seaborn set a record by completing 12 of 14 passes and also for tossing 5 touchdown passes. So we're going to talk more about him in just a minute. A little bit of highlights from the game. Of course, we won it 49-24. How about this? We had we finished the season with 413 points on the whole season. Okay, that's a huge accomplishment for our offense. First downs, we had 233 for the year. A lot of people may not know just how efficient our offense was. Rushing, we had 2,129 yards. Passing, we had 2,374 yards. So a good balance there on offense. A.J. Green rushed the ball for 1,151 yards this year. Michael Dujon had 533 yards this year. Corbin Williams ended up with 666 yards receiving. Deuce Oliver with 493. Kobe Hearn with 407. A.J. Green caught passes for 193 yards. And Roman Mothershed, our vocal guy who can sing, he ended up with 126 yards receiving as well. Trent Seaborn threw the ball for 1,157 yards. And also Zach Sims ended up throwing the ball for 1,380 yards on the year. Now, individual stats in this game, in the championship game, okay? Let's talk about what happened. Of course, we got off to a big start with A.J. Green. He ran the ball for a yard, scored the first touchdown. Trent Seaborn threw to Kobe Hearn for 49 yards, and then Trent Seaborn threw again to Corbin Williams for 8 yards for a touchdown. Auburn finally got on the board, and then they kicked a field goal. Just when you thought the first half was over, we were ready to go in. What happens? Seaborn again hits Corbin Williams, first of all for a long pass, and then for a 36-yard touchdown pass. We went into the locker room with a 28-10 lead. A.J. Green, the clip we just showed you, goes 80 yards coming out of the locker room. I personally think that's the backbreaker right there. We came out of the locker room. Auburn came out. They were all pumped up. They thought, we're going to get back in it. What do? A.J. just takes it to the house. And then Seaborn again to Corbin Williams a couple of times. And then Auburn cleans up a little bit on a couple of plays there.
And Thompson has made national news, obviously, with the 8th grader quarterback. A lot of people were calling, wanting to know about him. And I was talking to his family earlier this week, and what I did not realize is him and Corbin Williams became great friends over the summer. Corbin had reached out to him and said, hey, we're going to be on the same line together. They started working out together, and it kind of just sealed that relationship whenever he took that MVP trophy and gave it to Corbin in the game.
Yeah, I think, you talk about Trent and his maturity. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's something that college-age guys would not think about. The fact that he didn't even have to think about it. He didn't know he was going to get that MVP trophy. He's standing there getting his picture made, all the cameras in his face. He walks straight over to Corbin and gives it to him. That's the sort of thing that makes him great.
Yeah, I mean, there's just several things. We're going to see a lot more from him. When I talked to him earlier in the season and asked him who inspires him, it wasn't another athlete or a coach. It was his parents. And he gave reasons. He said, my mom, because she worked so hard to make sure we have memories for different events and holidays. My dad, because he pushes me. So this is a kid that he has a bright future ahead of him. I asked him who he mimicked as a player. He said he likes to be called Baby Brady. So I can see that a little bit. Okay. I know Don Lunsford, you guys were calling him a couple other different things, like a young Peyton, anything else, but he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Oh, he absolutely does. And we're going to be talking about him for, obviously the next 4 years. And then, it'll be like all the quarterbacks that have come through Thompson, but even probably more so, we still talk about him today.
Absolutely. So this game is not going to happen, but Ms. Pam Vickers put out there, wouldn't it be funny to watch Saraland versus Thompson? Saraland winning the 6A championship. And when you think about it, Superintendent Wayne Vickers hired both head coaches.
Right.
Started both school systems.
Right.
And I think that would be a good matchup.
Yeah, they got a 9th grader down there, too, that can flat run
that was
the ball.
The other part, too, yeah.
So,
both young quarterbacks, so I'm going to make a push. I think we should have that game.
Yeah, could be. You never can tell. I want to finish up with some seniors right here, especially on defense. Peter Woods, what a year he's had. Tony Mitchell, Dylan Campbell, the middle nose guard in there. A coach told me one time, if a team can't run the ball up the middle, only leaves 2 outlets. If you stop the middle, Dylan Campbell has done a great job anchoring down the middle of that defensive line. Offensive line, so many names. Noah Watts, Ramil, and I'm going to miss a few. Walker, Feldon. You look at Camacho, who plays in the slot. He's been the lead blocker on a lot of those plays that AJ and Dujon Michael Dujon have run. Just a great job there. And then a guy that, unsung hero, so to speak, and I said this, the first kickoff that we kicked off, when McGuire put that ball into the end zone, it bounced up into the seats. All I could think of was John Allen saying, take that, Evan, because Evan kicks off right there at that same exact thing. I haven't seen Evan put one up in the seats yet, so John Allen came in there and did it at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal year to watch these guys come back and grow. I know we were unsure what we would have next, but I think we've got a strong team ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. We do.
When we come back, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to talk basketball, introduce you to one of the assistant head coaches for the women's basketball team. But first, a word from our sponsors.
At Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry, we know how valuable your time is. So if it's a crown you need, let us take care of it with our same-day crown service. We have the latest technology allowing us to build your custom crown right here in our office while you wait. Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry is here to serve you.
Do you have big dreams for your holiday lighting this year? Decorating the exterior of your home can result in lots of work and frustration. But with Outdoor Lighting Perspectives, you don't have to lift a finger. We are a full-service outdoor lighting company that designs, installs, removes, and even stores your holiday lights for you. To welcome your guests with holiday cheer this season, contact us for your complimentary design consultation today.
Mainline Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing quality products since 1989. They love giving back to the community, and they service all of the greater Birmingham area. Call them today or go to mainlineheating.com.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, I know you're at the arena for some of the basketball games. Yeah. The men's team is on fire.
Oh, they are, man.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, Coach Black got them playing, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. It's an exciting time to be there. But the women's team is also kind of building and growing. And I had a chance today to meet one of the assistant head coaches on Coach Marty's team, Coach Burgess. And he talked about how he balances being a coach, coaching the girls' team, and family. So we're changing things up a little bit here on Weekly Warrior Preview. We usually have the head coaches on, but we're kind of spreading out a little bit to assistant coaches. Coach Burgess, I want to talk to you a little bit about what's it like being on Coach Marty Smith's coaching staff?
It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. He demands a lot, which is good. He just wants you to do your job. He gives you a lot of freedom to do your job, and he wants you to do it well. And but it's a lot of fun.
I was talking to a parent last night of one of the girls' soccer team, and they mentioned how coaching girls is different.
Oh yeah.
And that's you've got the girls' dynamic, and it's just a lot going on. Tell me what it's like for your team.
Well, our team's no different than anybody else. You deal with on the court issues, you deal with off the court issues, you deal with boyfriends, you deal with the whole gamut. It's academics, friendships. It's so you deal with a lot. And so I think when you coach girls, and not saying anything negative about guys, it's you're more of a well-rounded
I can
coach
see that.
because you're dealing with a lot. A lot of people say you almost become a psychologist.
I can see that too.
Because you deal with so many different aspects mentally with the young ladies. So it's I enjoy it. Yes, absolutely. I enjoy it. To me, coaching girls. I've tried coaching guys.
Doesn't fit, huh?
No, not me at all. Not at all.
It's like I'm a boy mom, not a girl mom, so I get it.
Right.
You mentioned it's year round. What do you guys do outside of basketball season?
Team-wise or family-wise?
Either both of them. Let's start with team-wise.
Team-wise, it's when the season's over with, you just want to be away from each other because you spend so much time with each other. But when you get back together, you work on it's more than the X's and O's. It's building that relationship on and off the court.
Yeah.
You want to know. You want to get to know the young ladies. What drives them, who they are, what their ambitions are. So you spend a lot of that time getting to know who they are, and then once you know who they are, you want to expand upon it because it's more than just X's and O's. You're a family, and you want to know who they are and why they're here and what drives them and where they want to go and what they want to do, because you really want to help them achieve their goals and their dreams. We have goals and dreams on the floor, but we all know that the odds of playing basketball at the college level is very difficult.
With 5 starters.
Right.
So,
right. So their dreams are more than just playing basketball. So you want to get to know who they are and achieve that aspect of it. And you want to help them achieve that. But then you also want to get in the weight room, the conditioning, the fundamentals, the strength. We're no different than any other sport. You've got to focus on those things and apply those things.
You mentioned family.
Yeah, I try to spend as much time as I can when I'm away from basketball, outside of basketball season, on my family. I got a 21-year-old that's graduating college in the spring.
Oh, wow.
Got a 16-year-old that's driving, and I got a 10-year-old. So
we're
pulled in a lot of different directions, and so it's just when you get home, it's figuring out what their day was like, and I want to spend as much time because the 16-year-old who's a sophomore will be graduating and be going through this all over again. And for me, I guess the range of my children are so vast that I'm learning what their lives are, what's going on in their lives, because they're all in different aspects of their lives. So I stay busy when I get home.
I can only imagine. I met your girls, some of them earlier, and when we were in school and athletes, it was a 2.5 coast through sports
Right,
was important.
right.
These ladies have 4.3s. They want to be architects. They want to be pre-med and the computer engineering. That has to play a factor into how they perform on the court for you and the discipline they have.
Absolutely. They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
When you have a young lady who is thriving to be that successful in life, that their ambitions to thrive on the court is just as great. And it helps you, offensively. You can put a more complicated offensive in because of they're intelligent. They can pick it up pretty quickly. And we've done that this year. We've changed a new offense. We're running more of a Princeton style offense, which is a little more complicated, a lot more reading and a lot more playing basketball. And so they both go hand in hand, the intelligence. And so, but yes, you're right. We've got some very intelligent young ladies who have very ambitious dreams and goals. And I have no doubt that they're going to accomplish those things on and off the court.
Just a few minutes I've met with them, I can agree with you there. Last question, this season aside, what is the future like for Thompson women's basketball?
Oh, it's a bright future. Marty convinced me to leave to come here to Thompson, and I was very comfortable and happy with where I was at, and wanted the opportunity to coach with him simply because of what he has done already. He's assembled a great staff at the middle school. They're doing a great job. They're having a lot of success, and the interest in the middle school has grown in numbers, and you're starting to see that success as freshmen starting to creep into here now, and it's going to be successful just because we've been successful down there. Like anything else, when you build something, it takes time, and when you build it the right way, with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, it's going to take off, and that's where I'm not going to say we're going to take off, but we're pretty close to that point where the success is going to start bleeding in on up here.
Well, Coach, I appreciate taking some time with us. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Thanks.
Take care.
Jerry, he mentioned he couldn't be a boys coach, only girls coach, and I told him I understand that. I can't be a girl mom, only a boy mom.
That's
right. So I get it. Yeah.
Hey, also, a lot of people don't know, he's our swimming coach, too.
Yes, he is.
I saw him down at Auburn this past Saturday. He had a couple of student athletes in the swimming pool, so, he's going to build that swimming team, too.
Yeah, he really is. Talk about a program, too, that doesn't need a lot of building, or wrestling team. They are doing a phenomenal job. They are traveling across the United States, I feel like wrestling is. The middle school just won third in one of their tournaments. High school has a tournament, I feel like, every single weekend, it seems like.
That's right.
So Coach Sean is continuing to build that dynasty. So look for their schedule on the athletics page on Twitter and Instagram. You can find it there and on the websites as well.
One other thing, we're going to broadcast next week a wrestling match from Warrior Arena. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday night. So check
Wednesday
the
night.
schedule. Yeah, Wednesday night.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up.
I think one thing we strive for in our office and our clinic is to provide the best in sports medicine and orthopedic care anywhere. And certainly my goal is to make sure that that happens. So I feel like patients should be able to come in this clinic and receive the same treatment they would receive if they went anywhere in the country, from the time they walk in that door to the time they recover and get back to their activity.
Serenity Salon and Spa in Helena offers hair services for men and women, facials, makeup application, and waxing. Book an appointment at serenity-salonandspa.com or call 205-624-2030. Visit them at 123 8th Place in Helena.
This Christmas, we are keeping it cozy here at the Sassy Shopper, and our store is full of great selection gift items for you. So y'all, we have stocked up on everything cozy that you are just going to love. Y'all, these seriously are the best blankets ever. I have this one myself. No one else in the house is allowed to touch it because it's mine. So we have great socks. We have the ponchos in the cozy luxe material, the blankets, and even the house shoes. Y'all can't go wrong with this cozy selection we have this year. And to help keep those sassy girls merry and bright this season, we got a great selection of some hobo bags in all different price ranges. We have smaller ones for the younger girls, $98, all the way up to the more bigger bags. And of course, my personal all-time favorite, the little wristlet. This is one of our best sellers. This will make any girl happy this holiday season. And so y'all, every year I have one of my holiday favorite items, and this by far is my all-time favorite. I absolutely love this jacket. This is the one I got for myself. Very nice leather, lightweight. Any girl will totally love to have this. We have 3 to choose from here in our store. They come sizes small to extra large. I promise you, any girl would be so happy to find this under the tree this holiday season. And as always, we have a great selection of gifts from wine time to me time. Or if you don't know what you want to get her, you come in and ask us. We'd love to help. Shop our app for ideas. We'll have it wrapped and ready. Shop our website. Y'all, we have some great stuff on there. We have anything from $10 to whatever, however much you want to spend, we can help you and we can fit your budget. So y'all come see us this holiday season at the Sassy Shopper. You gotta keep it local, keep it sassy. Come by here and let us help you get your holiday season wrapped up.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors who've made this show possible all football season long. We continue all year long to profile all of our other sports and athletes. If you're not a sponsor, you can still do that. Just contact Video Visions Media Marketing. Philip Pritchard and his team will get you set up. We can always make room for one more.
Oh, absolutely. You can find me on Facebook, message me, whatever. I'll be happy to come out and talk to you about it too.
So next week we have our Christmas show. We're going to take a little break after that.
That's right. I may throw on a Santa hat. Who knows? Huh?
You never know what Jerry's going to do. Let's just be honest.
I may wear a cheerleading outfit.
Okay, on that note, thanks again to our sponsors, and thank you for watching this show each and every week here on Alabaster Living TV. We'll see you next week on the Weekly Warrior Preview.